For some celebs, entering the world of parenthood is an amazing adventure, but for others, their joy and anticipation is shattered when they realize they're unable to conceive. They've talked about the stress and frustration, along with their various attempts to have children, all of which ended in grief. Just wait until you hear how many painful miscarriages one actress has had while attempting to expand her family. Stay tuned to hear her heartbreaking story. If this is your first time visiting our channel, don't forget to subscribe and please give this video a big thumbs up. Today we'll be showing you 10 celebs who sadly can't have kids. Giuliana Rancic. Some celebs choose to stay quiet during their journey towards motherhood, but Giuliana Rancic isn't one of them. The television personality has been very open and honest about her struggles with infertility, and she has faced numerous. At the age of 35, she decided it was the perfect time to start a family with her husband, Bill. But she soon realized the quality of her eggs had significantly decreased. On top of that, Giuliana was severely underweight, and it really played a role in her infertility. She went through 2 rounds of IVF, a process of fertilization by extracting eggs, retrieving a sperm sample, and then manually combining the egg and sperm in a lab dish. Then the embryos are transferred inside of the mother's uterus to start the pregnancy process. Sadly, for Giuliana, her IVF treatments ended in miscarriages, and then during her 3rd attempt, she was given the unfortunate diagnosis of breast cancer. The cancer medication she was prescribed put her fertility at greater risk, so she and her husband decided to conceive through a surrogate. The surrogate was able to carry the child to term, and in 2012, Giuliana and Bill welcomed their son Duke into the world. She was completely in love with her baby boy, but she always dreamed of having multiple children. She had 1 egg left, but they lost the ability to have a second child when their surrogate miscarried their last remaining embryo. Giuliana is still hopeful about expanding her family, and she and Bill are open to the idea of adoption. We really hope that they are able to open up their hearts and their home to a child through adoption. We think it's one of the greatest gifts in the world. Brooke Shields. Legendary actress Brooke Shields has opened up numerous times about her long battle with infertility. After numerous failed attempts to get pregnant the old-fashioned way, she called the entire process frustrating and frightening. A surgery to remove precancerous cells had scarred her cervix, causing it to become almost impossible for her to conceive on her own. As she watched people all around her become pregnant, she desperately wanted to experience the joys of motherhood too. We can't even imagine what it must have been for her to try to be happy for others, while inside, she was devastated that she wasn't able to have children of her own. She and her husband tried artificial insemination, but that didn't work either. At the age of 36, her doctor suggested she try in vitro fertilization. She had to take 3 shots every week and go to countless doctor's visits. She became pregnant after her first round of in vitro, but sadly, she miscarried the baby. She thought maybe she just wasn't meant to have kids, and she was really going to give it all up and continue her life as a childless woman. But she decided to give IVF another chance in the summer of 2002, and thankfully, she became pregnant and gave birth to their daughter. Then, the couple welcomed their 2nd daughter through IVF in 2006. We're so happy Brooke never gave up and continued working towards her dream of finally becoming a mom. Gabrielle Union. After tying the knot to her husband, basketball player Dwayne Wade, in 2014, Gabrielle Union was excited to start a family. Dwayne has 3 sons from previous relationships and a teenage nephew that he's raising, and Gabrielle wanted to make him a daddy once again. The couple tried to conceive on their own, but nothing seemed to work at all. Finally, she decided she really needed to reach out to get some professional help. Over a 3-year period, the actress revealed she suffered up to 9 miscarriages. Can you imagine how heartbreaking that must have been for her? In her memoir, she opened up about the devastating losses. She said her body became a prisoner of trying to get pregnant. She was consumed with going on and off IVF cycles to become a mother, but the treatments continued to fail each and every time. Although she has been unsuccessful, she won't give up on her desire to have a baby with her husband and become a mom. Gabrielle is just one of many celebrities who can't have kids, and we're so happy she has opened up about her struggles. We wish her the best, and we hope she keeps trying. We think she would make a really amazing mother. How about you? Elizabeth Banks. Elizabeth Banks was enjoying a successful career in the entertainment industry, landing roles in the Spider-Man trilogy and Seabiscuit. But the joy she revealed from her acting career didn't compare to her burning desire to become a mother. In 2013, she married Max Handelman, and they tried numerous times to get pregnant on their own. Nothing was really happening for them, so she knew it was time to get professional help. Elizabeth finally decided to reach out to a fertility doctor. She wanted to find out what was preventing her from conceiving conceiving the child she so desperately wanted. That is when she received horrible news. Although she was never comfortable with revealing her exact diagnosis, she has said in interviews that she has a womb issue and what she called a broken belly that won't allow embryos to implant inside her uterus. In a last-ditch effort to become a mom, she and her husband sought out the help of a surrogate. And guess what? In 2011, her surrogate gave birth to their adorable son, Felix. With their family growing right before her eyes, they decided to reach out to a surrogate that following year. It worked, and they welcomed their second son into the world soon thereafter. We're so happy for their family. Elizabeth really gives a lot of hope to other women who are suffering from the same fertility issues. Tyra Banks. Tyra Banks experienced international success as a supermodel and as the host of the TV show America's Next Top Model. As she got older, she decided she really wanted to have a child, but she struggled with conceiving on her own. While hosting an episode of the talk show The Fab Life, Tyra was interviewing Chrissy Teigen, a supermodel who's married to singer John Legend. Chrissy talked about her fertility issues and the sadness she felt with being unable to conceive. Tyra decided it was the perfect time to open up about her own struggles too. She asked the camera to zoom in on her face. Then she revealed that she could relate to Chrissy's feelings because she was also battling with infertility. She said people would constantly ask her why she didn't have kids, and it was one of the most hurtful questions anyone could ever ask. As she fought back tears, Tyra said it was no one's business why she was childless, and they had no idea what she was going through behind closed doors. Months later, Tyra shocked the world by announcing she and her boyfriend, Eric Asla, were the proud parents of a baby boy who was conceived via surrogacy. How adorable is this picture of Tyra and her little boy? We're so happy she is finally able to become a mom. Maria Menounos. Maria Menounos' battle to become a mom has been a tough road full of a lot of tears and heartbreak. She has faced numerous health challenges that have put a halt to her parenthood plans, including surgery to have a brain tumor removed. The television personality had her longtime partner and fiancé, Kevin Undergaro, by her side as she dealt with the surgery and recovery. Thankfully, the golf ball-sized tumor was benign and it was successfully removed on her 39th birthday in June 2017. Since she was already dealing with fertility issues beforehand, as well as failed IVF treatments, she made the choice to freeze her embryos so she could use them in the future. She already knows the sex of the embryos, and the next step is to get them implanted successfully. She says it's weird knowing she has kids in a freezer, but she knew it was something she really needed to do if she wanted to become a mom one day. She has opened up about the IVF process, and she said that it was physically and mentally exhausting. As soon as she recovers health-wise, she will be giving it another go, and we really hope she's successful. She really deserves to be a mother, and we can't wait for her to share the great news when it finally becomes reality. Angela Bassett. Actress Angela Bassett has had a very long career in the entertainment industry. She played civil rights activist Rosa Parks in The Rosa Parks Story, and she also played singer Tina Turner in the film What's Love Got to Do with It? In 1997, she married actor Courtney B. Vance, and they looked forward to starting their lives and having children together. The couple tried to conceive for 7 years. They even underwent fertility treatments, but nothing seemed to work. It wasn't until Angela met up with a friend when her life changed forever. Her friend revealed that she was 5 months pregnant, and she had a flat tummy and didn't look like she was pregnant at all. That's when the woman told Angela that she was able to conceive with some help from a surrogate. Angela discussed the idea with her husband, and they decided to give it a go. In 2006, their surrogate gave birth to fraternal twins, and at the age of 47, Angela was a parent for the very first time. She called the birth of her twins the most amazing experience. She and her husband were standing in the delivery room together, holding each other. They finally realized that the moment they had been working toward for so long was finally coming true. For those who can afford it, surrogacy is an excellent option to bring a child into the world. Kate Walsh. Kate Walsh, the actress who played Mrs. Baker on the Netflix series 13 Reasons Why, had a ton of reasons why she wanted to become a mom. At the age of 48, she gave a candid interview and opened up to the world about why she never had kids. Kate's sister mentioned she was going through early menopause, and she encouraged the actress to get checked for it too. When Kate went to the doctor, she was given the heartbreaking news that it was a genetic condition and she was going through early menopause as well. She felt a wave of disappointment rush over her. She really wanted to be married and have multiple children, but instead she was a divorcee with her dreams of becoming a mom fading right before her eyes. She still wants to become a mother, but she doesn't want to go through parenthood alone. In an interview, she said she sometimes feels like a loser for being childless, but we don't think she's a loser at all. She's still grateful to have an amazing career to keep her busy, and we hope Kate doesn't close the doors on becoming a mother. There are so many resources available for women who are struggling with fertility, just like she is. We really hope she is finally able to have a child one day. Hoda Kotb. While Kate Walsh is hesitant to tackle parenthood on her own, TV personality Hoda Kotb was all for it. But before we tell you about her journey to becoming a mother, we have to tell you about the sadness she felt as she tried to conceive. After an unexpected battle with cancer, the aggressive treatments left her unable to conceive naturally. She never told anyone, not even her close friends, about how much she wanted to be a mom. Instead, she devoted her time to being the best aunt ever. She put all of her energy into her career while secretly wishing to have a child of her own. A year after battling cancer, her marriage ended in divorce. Hoda could have accepted that she would never become a mom, but she realized she didn't need a man to become a parent, and she wasn't going to let her health issues stop her either. Although she was in a very happy relationship with someone new, she went through the process of adopting a baby girl all on her own. In 2017, she revealed to the world she had adopted the baby, which she named Haley Joy. At the age of 52, Hoda was the first-time parent and was getting more and more comfortable with feeding, changing, and burping her new bundle of joy. Congratulations to her. Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian has 2 adorable kids with her husband, Kanye West, but many people don't realize that she's struggling with infertility too. Kim comes from a really big family, so it's no surprise that she wants to have a huge family of her own. While pregnant with her daughter, North, she suffered from preeclampsia and placenta accreta, a life-threatening condition where the placenta stays attached to the uterine wall instead of being naturally expelled. When it came time to conceive a second time, she and Kanye tried for months before resorting to IVF treatments to have their son Saint. With plans of having a third baby stuck in her mind, her doctors encouraged her to look into surrogacy. She underwent a surgery on her uterus to give her a better chance of carrying a third child before she decided to hire a surrogate. Thankfully, everything went perfectly, and the surrogate will give birth to the baby in 2018. Although Kim is hesitant to explain the surrogacy process to her young children, she says she has a great relationship with the amazing woman who's carrying their third child. Well, that brings us to the end of our video. Which of these stars' struggles with infertility touched you the most? Feel free to leave your comment down below in the comment section. We can't wait to see what you have to say. Be sure to subscribe so you can be notified when we upload a brand new video. See you next time!